grant you help. Greetings.
Quick! Greeting! What can I...
What do you have? I'd like to do...
All right. Finally. You and take care.
I'll have a look. Word about the...
All right. Very well. I hope you'll be satisfied. Right, my friend. What will it...
Show me... I'd like to discuss...
Sure.
What would you say to...
That's all. Very well. I hope you'll be satisfied.
What do you have? Word about the...
Sure. I... What would you like?
What do you think?
Magnificent. I think you're ready.
Greetings.
Can we go to Semi?
Not so. I told come back. We're not going. Dress up.
All right.
Stop mo.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
How can I help?
Can we go to Semi now?
Wasn't too hard, was it? You're looking quite spruce, in fact. I don't have to worry about you showing me up anymore.
Good to hear. Should we go?
Hold your horses for a while, Henry. I need to wash and change too, and then we can go.
Welcome, blacksmith. We were beginning to worry.
I bet you were. I'm bringing a wedding present.
Look who's finally here. Welcome, Radovan. And Henry.
Sir?
Well, do you have it?
Of course. Your son deserves the best. You can take it.
No, hold on to it. I'd be glad if you gave it to Older yourself.
I'd be honored.
Has Lord von Bergov arrived yet?
Henry, that's none of your business.
It's all right, Radovan. I understand his curiosity. Lord von Berghoff isn't here yet, but Chamberlain Ulrich assures me he'll arrive any moment now.
Sir, could I ask you to introduce me to Lord von Bergov?
God's nails. I'm sure his lordship will have nothing better to do than talking to my apprentice.
We'll see, Henry. Now, unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. What are those beggars still doing by the gate? I thought I made it clear I wanted them gone, didn't I?
I drove them off, but they came back. They just won't take no for an answer.
At least close the gate for now so the guests don't see them. They must be gone before Sir Otto arrives. Do you understand?
Oh dear, you seem rather worried. Would it have to do with your guest of honor?
I'm afraid of it ending up in disgrace. I wouldn't want Sir Otto to take offense and leave before he gives Older his blessing.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, Henry. It's nice of you to offer your help, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
Don't worry about it, sir. Since Henry is volunteering, why not take up his offer? If he proves himself, you can introduce him to Lord Van Berghoff as a reward, if that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame to you.
Oh, we'll see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svatopluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
That's right, Henry. Svatja. He's fun to be around. God's nails. I bet he'll show you the prettiest girls around.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice. It's a big day for Samin.
one more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand, it's for security.
All our weapons?
Well, the wedding present is an exception, of course. Keep it safe, Radovan.
Look who's here.
I apologize.
You can count me in. What's Wojtek even saying to him?
Hey, I know you. You fought with us at the tavern.
Well, sorry about that.
Ah, you have nothing to apologize for. Unlike that friend of yours. He started it all.
You mean Sir Hans? Oh, he can be a bit hot-headed.
Pretty haughty, too. But he punched me good, I'll give him that. And you fought bravely, too. You were outnumbered, but you still gave us a run for our money.
But you were better. If they hadn't broken it up, we probably wouldn't have stood a chance.
Aye, well, you wouldn't have avoided the stocks either way. People in the village don't like strangers, and my father's no different. Anyway, as far as you and I are concerned, let's let bygones be bygones. All good?
It's all good.
See? I'm no idiot. I just can't stand stuck-up fellas. And you're not one of them, are you?
I hope not.
I know you're not. You're a good lad, I can tell. What do they call you?
Henry,
I'm Svatya. The pretty girl getting married today is my sister.
so I've heard.
This is Vitek.
We know each other. Henry saved my pa's hide from the wolves.
I heard about that. First the wolves and then the injured leg.
And that was just the beginning.
Aye, that's my pa, and his drinking. Well, I'm afraid he's not going to fare much better today. He was asking after you. Did you talk yet?
Not yet.
If you want to talk to him, you'd better hurry up. Knowing him, he'll be sloshed in no time.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
What's it about?
When some poor lass catches his eye, we buzzes around her like a wasp.
And makes an incredible fool of himself.
And who's the girl?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Well, actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? Good one. Why don't you show Wojtek how it's done?
You can forget about it.
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
All right. I could...
Fantastic. I knew right away you'd be up for a bit of fun.
Wait, though.
Stop dilly-dallying and go and get her! Before Wojtek wears her down!
Is there any point in trying to get a word in?
None. That's our Svatya for you.
Ah, bugger off. It'll be a laugh.
What's Wojtek even saying to her?
I was walking by a while ago.
You lad. Shh. Someone could hear.
Henry! Finally! You've no idea how happy I am to see you again.
Likewise. How are you?
How can I put this? I'm in a fix.
Oh? What happened this time?
Look around you. This much booze. This won't end well. You have to help me.
Like how?
How? You have to make sure I don't get drunk. If you see me with booze in my hands, don't let me drink it, or it'll end badly for me.
So, I'm supposed to follow you around and mind you like a child?
Well, I'd surely appreciate it.
Oh, all right then. There's nothing else for it. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Sure.
A big slop is put on it too.
You there? What? Use a rest. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Oh God.
Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Greetings.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To make the acquaintance of the young damsel. If she's willing, of course.
She's not willing, and she has no interest in your nonsense.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
Look, Wojtek. Why don't we just leave Mishka alone, eh? She's not interested in our buffoonery anyway.
What buffoonery? It was you who interrupted us.
He interrupted you. More like he rescued me.
But I thought you liked it.
Well, do you know what it means to think?
I don't understand this at all. But girls like poems. All of them. Ma said so.
Recite to your ma, then. And give her my greetings.
But
Sorry I didn't realise right away.
Better late than never. Wojtek still hasn't figured it out, though.
But
Hey, come along with me, Henry.
fucking hell. See what you did? Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Isn't it better here?
It's a nice place. Thanks for showing it to me. It's definitely quieter here.
I come here when I want to be alone. Or when I'm washing laundry. Enough of that. I'd rather hear about you. Like, where you're from. What you're doing here. You're not a local. I'd know you if you were.
What am I doing here?
Like, here, at this wedding. It's not a philosophical question.
I came here with my lord, but we were ambushed on the way, and our whole escort was slaughtered. Only me and my lord got out alive.
Good lord. I heard about that. By Rock Tower Pond, right?
We were camping there, and the bodies of our men are probably still lying there.
At least you two survived. Where is your lord now? Is he here too?
I don't know. We each went our own way.
Oh. Did you do something wrong?
We got into trouble. One thing led to another. An accusation here, an insult there, and we ended up each going our own way.
My word. And might you be punished for insulting your lord?
It could happen, I suppose. But he told me to go to hell as well. The devil knows who's in the right.
Well, maybe you two will make up again. Let's leave it for now and go and dance.
Gladly. May I have the honor?
And do you know how? Or will you stamp on my slippers?
reckon I can manage a few steps. I haven't tried it for a while.
Don't worry. It'll all come back to you.
Care to dance?
Twit. So. And 1, 2, 3, and off we go.
I hope he's got something up his sleeve.
He can't possibly come off worse than bleaching.
He tries to hump her right away.
See? You're doing pretty good.
Take some balls.
Thanks. I'm really trying.
We'll keep it going then.
Thanks, Henry. I enjoyed the dance.
I know. And if Henry doesn't fuck up completely, would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son.
How did it go?
Mishka's a nice girl. I'm glad I got to know her.
I don't doubt it. Where did you two go? Took you a while.
No, we were just talking, really.
Talking. Is that all?
That's all.
Give him a break. Not everyone's a blabbermouth like you.
Either way, it looks like I won the bet, Svatya.
That's true. Oh well, we have to drink. To the newlyweds' health.
That's what everybody here drinks to. Let's drink to us, fellas.
I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried, and I promised I'd help him. And introduced me to Lord von Berghoff.
You lad?
Time of my life.
Are you still quarrelling?
And how am I supposed to do that?
I should eat something.
Your dad had so much to drink this season.
Sorry.
It happens. Just not trying to go next time.
Bailiff, he doesn't upstart. He doesn't. What's wrong with him? He already has a horse, so what?
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Oh, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives and their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith.
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Semine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
There's plenty of food here. So what's the problem?
There's plenty of food on the tables, that's true. But that's for the guests. I can't go round taking food off the tables. How would that look?
Then I'll do it.
Well, I suppose you could. But you'll need a pile of food. Folk will take you for a glutton. Besides, you'll spoil them with such fine fare. I reckon some kitchen scraps should do.
So what kind of food do you think we should give them?
If it was up to me, I'd give them scraps from the kitchen. But the cook keeps saying there's no scraps. Says she uses it all for soup and gruel. She put the scraps away in the pantry and won't let anyone in there.
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. She's got one hell of a mouth. I think even old Semming's afraid of her. He put her in charge of the feast, and now they're fighting over every single groschen. The wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Where can I find the cook?
In the kitchen. Where else? But you can't reason with her. She's a tight-fisted old hag.
I'll try to sneak into the pantry.
Just make sure she doesn't catch you red-handed. It'd be for the best if you lured her out of the kitchen. But that won't be easy, especially now, when she's so busy with the feast.
Did you notice if she ever leaves the kitchen?
I've seen her go and gather herbs, or put more food on the tables from time to time. But someone would have to eat it all first.
Good to hear. I'm starving.
Then I wish you a hearty appetite.
All right. All right. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck, Henry.
Aren't the gods supposed to keep everything?
I'm sorry.
Can you believe it?
Damn right I won't. I'll avoid him with the plague. And he better do the same.
Wedding day. You've got fingers of gold.
I had to get married in a dress I borrowed from my cousin. Oh, not at all. My cousin is selective, so that dress could fit 2.5 brides. Ma took it in where she could. I was still
Remember
on it all over the damn place.
But it brought you happiness.
Bawled her eyes out.
Your dad had so much dream.
Hey, young man.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come closer.
You know where he's from?
I'd like to feel it too.
I picked some food off the tables.
Let me see. Maybe that'll be enough for them. That'll have to do. It won't last them long, but they can be glad to get anything at all. That's that then. Thanks for the help. And you know what? Wait for me here. I'll throw it to them, and then we'll drink to our success. And no excuses.
Well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Easy, gents. We'll come in peace.
You gave me a hammer in last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time, fella.
You want to fight? Here.
What's the matter? Are you shitting it? The laddie looks like he's gonna start greeting.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge. I'm Yurko from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, of Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
Why not? I'd love to have a drink with you.
Of course you would. Fuck. That pish of yours makes me heave. It's near fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Samin won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bampot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more edge than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces, bring us some decent liquor.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass. We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we can't there be no pishy. But old Samin took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old boddock even put them under guard with our liquor inside.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an inch.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I don't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some keech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right. But how will I recognize this stuff I'm looking for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all that wee.
I reckon I don't have much choice, do I?
I have servants for the booze. It's so dry. If you don't deal with a stick, I'd burst into flames.
You, lad, come here for a moment.
Just like my old man.
Is invited as a guest of honor. What would he think if he arrived and it was all over?
Shall we wait till nightfall? Or perhaps dawn?
It's no wonder he's in such a hurry.
I apologize.
Excuse me?
Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? Pah! And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the gamp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Now go and get yourself a beer. I'll take over for you for a while.
No way! If Tuma found out, he'd chew my arse off.
Tuma? Oh, come on. He's drinking too. We had some schnapps together a moment ago.
What? That sly bastard.
See? Why should you be stuck here like a sack of dry grain?
Right you are. If Tuma can drink, so can I.
surprised the ceremony would actually...
Look what I found for you.
Well, hooray! Bring it on! Ah. Well, that's something else. Hail, Henry. Come and sit with us and have a swig.
Well, I can't say no to that, since I brought it to you.
I knew you know Egypt. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord?
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
Well, couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. It was such a lovely piece of work for Lord Semyon himself.
You were pleased with yourself, eh?
Everyone is, when their work is praised, aren't they?
Well, no wonder you didn't know which way was up. The praise made the blood rush to your head. And maybe elsewhere, too.
Don't you worry about my head, damn it. We have to find the sword.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came? I showed it to old Semyon. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
I've been looking for it ever since.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. All the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Oh, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away.
Oh, you father get... Stop making excuses and tell me, where have you been?
Meant well. I know I'll put
Yes? But what do you need?
You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Not at all.
That's a lovely yellow attire you're wearing. You're exactly the kind of fella I'm looking for. Do you know Radovan? The blacksmith from Takov?
I don't. And whatever happened, I don't know anything about it.
You don't know him? Then why did he tell me he remembered you hanging around him right before he got robbed?
It's not my fault, I swear. It's the devil himself who guides my hand. I'm completely defenseless against him.
The devil, eh? You better come up with a better story next time. Now give me everything you took.
Yes, of course. Here, take it all. What would I do with this, right?
Nice haul. And now the sword.
Sword? But I don't have any sword.
Don't lie to me, sticky fingers.
I might be a thief, but I'm not a liar. This is really all I took. And anyway, where would I hide a sword?
All right. I'll be going now.
Please, don't tell anyone. I'll sit on my hands from now on.
As she found herself a room too.
If I hadn't had that drink, my legs would have grown roots by now.
Good evening. What?
What about the nomads by the pond? How are you getting along with them?
We tolerate them, but they're up to all kinds of evil. At first, they pretended to be friendly, but then they stabbed poor Bohush nearly to death. Folk went to show them what's what, but they ran into the humans. You don't want to mess with that lot. I apologize.
You say so. But may the Lord protect you if I see you move a muscle.
Our young lord. Would you like to see it? Nice clothes.
You might be who I'm looking for,
Me? How's that?
because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
Blacksmith Radovan from Takov lost his sword. Do you know anything about it?
I saw the sword. The blacksmith himself showed it to me. Boasted that it was the finest in the whole county. Beautiful work, I must admit.
Did you like it a lot? Maybe even enough to take it from the blacksmith?
Hey, hold on. I do enjoy pretty things. I really do. But what would I do with a sword? I wouldn't even know how to hold it.
And was there anyone suspicious hanging around?
There was this one fella. I noticed him right away because he was dressed similarly to me, although his outfit was much poorer and tasteless. The color was fine, but otherwise, it was a cheap, shoddy job.
Is that why you think he might have taken the sword?
He committed a fashion crime already. People like that are capable of anything.
You wouldn't know where I might find him, would you?
Indeed I do. He just dragged some woman up the stairs over there.
I'll go now.
So long. Care, and have a pleasant evening.
All over his yard. I bet that precious bull of his just shuts all over it. A beast like that could easily spray the whole place in one go.
Read my mind.
It might have occurred to me you were the one I was looking for.
Me? Why?
I expect he means me, Flower. No doubt Henry assumed I'd starve to death if he wasn't on my ass for a while. So, are you glad to see me?
I'm glad you're still alive and kicking.
You were worried about me? Well, no. I mean, Henry.
No. I just wouldn't want to explain to Sir Hanush why I couldn't keep an eye on my living ball and chain.
Watch your tongue.
Like a pair of little boys.
What are you even doing here?
Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck-up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
So you think someone nicked it?
I don't think so. I'm sure of it. The bailiff's son, Svatobluk.
What? Svatya? Nonsense.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth. And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
I am not your girl. That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me. My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never lets you down.
Well, each to his own.
I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold up, no change in the subject. What did you mean about Svatia?
Like I said, he took the sword.
Why would the bailiff's son take it? He and Semi will be family soon.
Why don't you ask him yourself? But from what I hear, the Samin's really sticking his craw. Why? I don't know. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
Nah, that's just a rumor.
Maybe. But I saw him nick the sword, Henry. With my own eyes. The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatya had his eye on him the whole time and just seized the opportunity.
What did he do with the sword then?
I have no idea. I had better things to do than follow him around. Last I saw, he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
Why should I believe you?
You don't have to. But do you actually have a choice?
I don't.
There you go then.
I don't know. I don't trust you much, but I don't have a choice. I'll go and check it out.
I expect an apology as soon as you find the sword. And, Henry...
Yes?
Just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Berghoff.
If I'm not wrong, it's been nearly a year since we got into that brawl with that
But I refuse my surprise.
Did any of you partake?
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep. Bloody deep.
Give it a rest, you contrary old geezer. I'm treating you, old Bram.
Probably better.
I must have eaten something bad.
If you're sick, I should have told you.
Especially about us.
I can't swim. You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light?
That's a bit too fast for... Christ.
Henry!
Stop shouting, for God's sake.
Henry! You promised me you'd watch me. And look. Look at the state I'm in now.
Oh, well. What do we do with you now?
You have to help me get back on my meat.
Meat? What meat?
On my feet, I said. Feet! Henry, have you been taken?
What, me?
You? What about you? Are you drunk? Or what?
Good God, how am I supposed to help you get back on your feet?
Since you ask. Well, I could use some broth. Strong beef broth. That'll get my blood flowing.
I'll see what I can do. You just stay here and don't budge.
Don't worry. I'm really not going anywhere right now.
Careful.
And tell me, where have you been?
I'm not...
Give it a rest. Geezer. No use. How's life treating you, old man? I can't complain, though. Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially in my house.
Excuse me.
I'd like to look...
Well, all right. Throw in a...
That won't work for me. Must avoid the flowers. Flantushka will punish me.
like to toss your whole dung pit all to the...
Fuck! Now you're for it, you shit!
So it's that you threw it in here.
First-class sword.
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
The bailiff's son took it.
Svatja? Why the hell would he do that? He and young Semyon will be brothers-in-law.
Maybe that's exactly why.
Right. I heard he's got a grudge against the Semyons. But for him to act a fool like that, when Semyon finds out, he'll make the bailiff set the boy straight in no uncertain terms.
No one should be above the law.
Aye, but still, punishing your own son is a punishment in itself. But, as you say, it has to be done. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Burgov has arrived?
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Burgov.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Oh, let's get started, Father.
Damn it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
right back where we started.
Von Burgov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
I apologize.
Sorry.
Let me think.
You, lad. Come here for a moment. Henry, have you seen that husband of mine?
I saw him. He's completely plastered.
Henry, didn't you promise you'd watch him?
How do you know?
He bragged that he was sure you'd keep him sober. It seems that didn't work out, did it?
Well, I did let him out of sight for a moment. Sorry.
It's all the same now. Where will I find him?
He's lying in the flower bed behind the dovecote. I found your husband.
And?
I'm sorry, but he's completely...
Oh, thanks, Henry. See you soon, my friend.
Do you know anything? My precious
Hey, young man.
The ceremony was over. I've no idea where they are.
Well,
God bless.
Excuse me, my lady. I'm looking for the newlyweds. Would you know where they might be?
And why are you looking for them, lad? Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I'd just like to wish them good luck in their marriage. Lots of healthy children, and so on.
You're kind, but I can't help you. Our older doesn't like crowds, so I expect they found a quiet corner somewhere to be alone.
Then I shouldn't disturb them.
True. I imagine they're not really in the mood for congratulations right now. God be with you.
Young man.
Don't bother me now, Henry.
It's a wedding. We don't want to hear any talk about dough.
Radimus said you were cursing him a while ago about scattering hay. And the whole time he's so busy he hardly leaves the forge.
Who's going to
you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Nah, don't think too much about it. You've had a bit to drink, and that can make all sorts of things come into your head. You'll have a clearer mind tomorrow.
You're right. To hell with all of it. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Here's to you.
The booze! Oh, fucking hell! It's you again!
Oh, fight!
Fuck off, mate! You wanna fuck the bride, huh?
It's not what you think!
Stop that! That should get straight up.
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbor's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
I'm not gonna blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Let's be having you! Let's be having you!
He can go home!
You're boring me!
That, you shit! Fucking hell! He knows how to sword fight.
Nice strike!
What are those fancy moves, fuck?
Nice strike!
Get it over
Help me with him!
I'll be down with you in a flash. You let him on nicely. We'll finish this quick.
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
cursed luck. Well, well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Oh. Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
So who do I owe that to? You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Hanush?
You've no one to thank for that but yourself, Godwin. If you hadn't been living like an animal, you wouldn't be regretting it now.
You're wrong, though. I don't regret anything.
And I trust you won't regret hearing us out now. We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzik.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
I don't know. Should I?
A few days ago, we sent him with a message for Sir Otto von Berghoff to his castle Trotsky.
A few days ago, you say? Well, Trotsky isn't that far away. Shouldn't he be back by now?
He should. But he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet?
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Well, that ought to bring us closer together.
Very droll. I just don't like these kind of places.
Like jails. Not a lot of people do.
No, I suppose they don't. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again.
Oh, yeah?
Give over.
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I Also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha fucking ha. Hunting.
Where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskovitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God!
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? You can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Bergov.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job. And when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Bergov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Frosty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you.
Why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Look after your charcoal.
You've no
Hey,
business here.
You're not allowed here.
What's that? And I thought someone was creeping.
Correct, Nightcrawler.
It was nice. Good food.
Greetings.
Greetings. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Frosty.
Let's hope the
You
bride
may
doesn't
say,
hear
but
you.
I know very well what you fellas say in the guardhouse about the Chamberlain.
That's another matter.
And why?
Have you ever set eyes on Wenceslas or seen him? I doubt it. So you're talking about someone you haven't known?
For sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy.
It was nice. Good food.
Excuse me.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Frosty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear
Nothing
you.
escapes my eye
knows that, so he sometimes invites me for a chat about what's going on.
Call it what you like. Nobody likes snitches, nor brown nosers neither.
That's that.
Hey, what? You're not allowed here.
It was nice. Good food.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have
It was nice. Good food.
Doesn't seem off to me. Although,
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
how should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, if you really don't have anything for me, I'll just idle around then.
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do with you? I've only got work in the forge, and that's a craft. An art, you could say.
So, I don't know. I suppose I'll go and see what I can find to do.
You can go down to the lower gate. Calder's building it.
I've already been there.
So you'll find... You again? What do you want?
Well, I could maybe help you in the forge. I'm a blacksmith too.
You could have said that at the start. Are you really in the trade?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith. A respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what. Go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
God be with you.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your book.
This place is off limits to you.
Please. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days, and the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while, but it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Ratai, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Huh? So, here you are. Now I've got you.
You won't surrender?
Since noon yesterday. Don't he?
Now you'll see that crime doesn't pay.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas. I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
That's definitely an interesting point. But tell me.
No, I'll tell you nothing. And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Did he take it? Must have been looking for something. But what?
He must have been looking for something here.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
So here you are. Now I've...
It's all right.
Quick.
You'll be fine.
Over there.
Huh? It was you!
Scrub you're after. You'll have...
You!
I need help.
Who does it?
I don't know.
Thomas.
Well, because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone.
Why, do you think?
Because...
How do you know?
I took a look, and...
One.
Hey! I'm not on duty, so calm down.
It's not my shift.
There's a burglary! Hurry!
I'll help you with that, scum!
Guards! Guards!
Guards! You want surrender?
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Everyone to me.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Huh? So, here you are. Now I've got you. Ah! 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 Take that! You want to try me? Ah! 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 Fucking hell! Ah! It's a wonder you're still standing. You're still resisting.
It's all right.
Watch out.
You'll be fine.
On the right. Yannick.
Huh?
You don't fight with guards, you fool. You surrender to them. You still resisting?
Put him into stocks.
No chance. The executioner is sharpening his axe for you.
I'll hammer some mans into you.
You can't stand up to this!
You won't escape punishment. You're not up to it. Show you.
It's all right. You'll be fine.
Eh? It was you! Hmm? I heard it.
You?
Who are...
Me?
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here? And what kind of important work would that be?
I have to help Captain Thomas. I'm looking for some medicine for him.
Thomas? I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because I could make plenty of trouble for you with the Chamberlain.
Uh-huh.
And you think I...
Believe what...
first bell. Another 11 to go.
Someone else will pick up the case.
Loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
Let his wounds be healed, and if you take him from his word, welcome him in to your heavenly kingdom.
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand. What's the matter, good...
Because of that damn blacksmith. The lock on my spice chest is stuck. And how am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Oh well. I hope he turns up soon.
He ought to, the damn scoundrel. Crucifix! Where's that blacksmith? Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
I beg you and the guardian angel to take care of your good servant, Captain Thomas. Thomas is a virtuous, faithful, and good Christian. I beg you hear him, and all other soldiers of Christ.
That damn wretch! need him.
I'm sorry. Have you seen Erazim the scribe recently?
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
What was Lord Fenning's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
The first bell. Another in. I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
Wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
I'm sorry.
Greetings, friend.
Did you hear about what happened at the Big Wheel?
What brings you
Yeah,
here?
the place by the Jehorovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found the dead body.
Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this, Miller Bolster says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what?
Are you looking for something?
Chucked him into the water.
The river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Fuck! Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. Good God, something devilish was off. You don't see something like that every day.
I'm sorry.
Who left the door open? Are you really going to make me look for you? And for something so stupid, no less. Where the hell are you? Who the hell opened this? There's nobody here.
Excuse me.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No. Blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing. Sharp as a razor. Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed?
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too, but for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Tursky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. Take care, friend.
This is that well that Calder mentioned. Ah, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. But it seems I won't drown, at least. The second toll for Hans.
You'll be happy to...
Hans! Are you there?
Henry! Is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
I think they're just exaggerating. Don't worry. It'll be all right.
I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck in here anyway. This is no place for me. A noble!
Well, unfortunately, no one believes you are one.
You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are.
I know, but they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you. It was only a matter of time before it turned to shit.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
That's not good. There's a guard just around the corner watching the jail.
Can you try and distract him? I'll hide in the meanwhile.
Sneak into the torture chamber opposite. It's empty now, fortunately.
In the brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. And now the sun is lowering, and sleep until the morning. Jolly lads from all
in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. And that doesn't do me any good.
I was just singing to pass the time. I don't...
And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And that it's not too sweet like the last time. Ow! Starting up again.
So, is there going to be any more squawking?
I suppose not.
There's a good lad. Maybe let me get a swig.
And make sure those liverwursts are well roasted, so they're crisp on the outside and juicy on the inside. Nothing half cooked.
Huh? What's going on?
Mother
What was
of God.
that?
What's
Wait!
the meaning of this?
You must have
Why are
taken
you
that
wearing...
from us.
Enough!
Bad luck.
Watch out. On the right.
Pardon?
If you want, unless...
No.
I'm a dad.
I need...
Unless...
What?
If the...
I'm sorry. Maybe... Where's the...
He was on anyway.
I'm...
Not even a...
And where is this?
How should...
I'll have a look.
But...
I'll think...
Why did...
As I...
That
You've no...
too.
Well...
What?
Never mind. I'll get...
Go.
The third toll. I better get moving.
It was you!
Ah! You pray for a quick death, you bastard!
shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. Yeah. But it seems I won't drown, at least. Yes.
You've got.
I know. Well, what the...
That's not.
Can you
sneak into?
In the brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. And now the sun is lowering, it's to
Shut
sleep
your
until
beak.
the morning.
No one's interested in
Jolly
your
lads from all...
Christ almighty.
I don't give a fuck. There'll be no singing here.
What is it? Did you... And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And then it's... And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And then it's... Starting up again.
What?
You're done! You're still resisting!
Ah, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. But it seems I won't drown, at least. Yes, I know. Well,
That's not good.
can you
Sneak.
In the brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room. And now the sun is lowering, it's to sleep until the morning. Jolly lads from all around to honor.
Christ almighty.
Shut your mouth!
And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And that it's not too sweet like the last time.
Hey, you've no business here. Are you looking to steal something? He is. Catch him!